I really don't think this election is going to have an effect to the market. And what I mean by that is the fact that I feel like it's being used as a fear propaganda, right, on regardless who wins, whether it's Kamala or Trump. Trump is seen as this pro crypto. It's like he flipped, right? He was anti-Bitcoin. He called it a scam. He was pro-dollar, which I understand. You got to be pro-dollar if you're going to be president of the United States. But now he's like super pro-crypto, right? And Kamala's kind of like neutral, I guess, but she's seen as anti, right? But here's the thing. I don't think any of that's going to have any effect to crypto, especially Bitcoin. And I feel like a lot of you guys put Bitcoin down. You guys don't understand the power of Bitcoin. It doesn't give a crap. It doesn't care who is president. And the best example I could give is back in 2020. Who won the presidency? Biden, right? He was president in 2021, which we had the biggest bull market in crypto history in 2021. And I'm pretty sure back then a lot of people were kind of like fearful, like, yeah, we're not having a bull market, you know, but people know that Trump is really good with the economy and he lost. Plus we were like kind of recovering from a black swan. We had to have these, interest rate hikes, decreases because of the blacks. It's like the same thing right now, except we don't have a black swan yet. All right, we're starting to decrease the rates. We're entering a new election, which we're gonna have a new president. It's literally the same thing. It's like it's repeating. So my honest opinion is, regardless who wins, Bitcoin is too strong. And I feel like a lot of you guys take away that power from Bitcoin. Like, it's very influenced by these other aspects. And honestly, it's not. It's too strong. It's going to continue its 4-year cycle. I feel like the cycles are going to be shorter and shorter, but it's going to continue its 4-year cycle just like it did in 2021. It didn't care about the black swan. It didn't care about Biden being president. It took off. And that's the same thing for the opposite side, right? For us having a big bear market. We're going to have a way bigger than last bear market, possibly 2026. And even if Trump wins, even though Trump is super bullish on crypto, we're going to have a massive bear market crash because we're decreasing the rates. And if we look back in history, every time after we get major rate hikes, and by the way, this is the fastest time in history that we increase rates at the fastest pace. If you didn't know, look it up, because of inflation, of course. But this is the fastest time in history. So what's going to happen when we decrease the rates in a couple of years, maybe 2 years? The same thing in 2020 again. What happened in 2020? Short to medium term, it was pretty good, right? A lot of money flowing in. We had the bull market. But 2022 came, and we have the bear market, a massive crash. We had exchanges collapse in crypto. We have all these bad things happen due to decreasing the rates, due to inflation. And I feel like that's going to happen again. It's just the same cycle all over again. But this time, I feel like this time, honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if we have something as big as the Great Depression. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, I'm not even going to be surprised, because if you look at the last 4 years, we printed so much money. I don't know how much I think it's something crazy like 50% or something, over 50% of the US supply. Think about that. The last 4 years for our country, we printed like 50% or something huge like that of the US supply, the US dollar. If you don't think that's going to have a huge effect in the next coming years, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I would not be surprised if we have hyperinflation coming. I would not be surprised if we have something like a Great Depression scenario, or even 2008. I would not be surprised. And now we're decreasing the rates. And also, by the way, every time we look back in history, when we start to decrease the rates, happened in 08, happened in the dot-com bubble, happened in many times in the 90s, all the years, right? I think it's like 90% it happened. Every time we start to decrease the rates, later on we have a massive recession crash. And a lot of people are like, why would the markets go down if we're decreasing rates? That should be good for the markets. It is short to medium term, just like it was in 2021. But in 2022 we had a crash, a bear market. I just think this time around it's going to be worse. And I feel like this time around it's going to cause us to basically transition to that digital dollar, the CBDC, right? I feel like that's the reason, that's going to be the cause for us to transition, regardless of who wins president. I know Trump talked about he's not gonna allow CBDCs, he's not gonna allow this, that. The honest truth, guys, is regardless of who wins, it's gonna happen. Even if Trump wins, it's just gonna be called something else. It's gonna be called, like, you know, some other coin, probably something of his project that's coming out. So that's their plan. That's just their plan. And again, regardless of who wins, I think we're going to have a massive bull market and a massive bear market. Two things. It's not going to affect Bitcoin. It's not going to have effect to the crypto market. And, you know, we hear Trump talking about he's going to clean up the SEC. He's going to fire Gary Gensler and all these things. And, you know, maybe make a reserve for Bitcoin. But the thing, guys, like, he could be as bullish on Bitcoin and say all these things. When he actually becomes president, it's not like he has 100% control like Putin or, you know, these other dictators. There's other entities that are going to be fighting, that are anti-crypto, and are going to be fighting against him. So it's not like he can just change all these things in the first year or even the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to stop thinking about that. Take out this fear. It's all propaganda. Like I said, if you were BlackRock and you wanted to acquire Bitcoin lower prices, what would you do? You would make the president someone that's bearish on crypto, like Kamala, right? That's not going to help crypto that much. And you would bring the market down. Bitcoin coming down to 44K, 48K, Kamala winning, all these things. That's going to basically take retail out of all the altcoins, out of Bitcoin. And that's going to, you know, that might make Bitcoin come down near 35K or something. That really would have the power to do that. So if you were like BlackRock, you know, that's something that probably the only way, in my opinion, to get Bitcoin to go to those lower prices. But for next bear market, I would say the low, at the moment, the low for Bitcoin would probably be somewhere around 30 to 48K, somewhere around there. When I mean the bottom for Bitcoin. Okay? And that's the thing too. Next bear market, when Bitcoin comes down to 30 to 48K, 50K, whatever, to bottom out, a lot of altcoins are going to be dead. They're going to be at zero. Okay? So what you got to understand is, if you want to acquire one Bitcoin, you take your profits from the altcoins, this bull market, you save, and you wait till next bear market and you buy one Bitcoin. When you feel Bitcoin is at the bottom, near 40K, 44, 48, I'll keep you guys up to date. But again, comment below, follow for more, like the video. I'm bringing you guys a video day, so you better like, join the free Telegram. My community is 100% free. In the description below, Telegram and Discord. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you really think the election has an effect to Bitcoin and crypto? I really don't. I think it's just propaganda, you know, fear and all these things. So let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. I love you guys so much. Catch you in the next one.